Hello everybody, this is STL Weather Meteorologist Bobby Sewell here with this week's edition of Forecast Friday. As always, we will first start with current observations. So I will now zoom in to the immediate St. Louis area. We will start with observations actually from 6:30 p.m. yesterday. And we will go forward to 5:30 today. Let me zoom in here to area, and here we go. So this is 5:30 yesterday. Temperature was 27, dew point 18. So the humidity was just up a little over 50%. And the same holds true across the area. So probably about 66% based on Spirit's observation over here where it says SUS, that is Spirit of St. Louis. So yes, the humidity there would be around 67% based on the fact that it's nearly two out of 3. And we are going to fast forward, and their temperatures holding steady. That's a unique symbol. Oh, fog. And it's looking like, so we did get up into the 50s, at least in St. Louis, and then into the 40s in Bethalto. So it was it was actually pretty mild today for winter. And then the dew point held relatively steady at around, actually the dew point increased. The dew point jumped significantly. That's because the temperature jumped too. The temperature jumped, the humidity stayed the same. The humidity stayed the same, which is why the dew point increased along with the temperature. So that means humidity roughly stayed the same. And occasional breaks, about a half-covered sky with occasional breaks, so that would make it mostly sunny. So all in all, a great day in Bethalto, and temperatures were relatively good. Now for winds, we will go again from 6:30 yesterday to 5:30 today. Zoom back into the St. Louis area. Let's look at ALN, which is Bethalto. Calm. Start getting some clouds and light wind. Light wind. Ooh, and then the wind really picked up. Of course, we're getting into today now. Oh yeah, definitely had some winds pick up today. That is pretty interesting. 22 knots. 22 knot wind gusting. 18 peak gust 21. 11 peak gust 18. And it finally died down to 9. But yeah, let's go back to that the peak winds today. So we had peak sustained of 18, which converts to 21 miles per hour, sustained at one point. And that was at one point today, it was sustained. But gusting to 2.2 was the highest, and that was an hour before. So 2.2, 25 miles per hour. So we had gusting to 25 miles per hour today. So it's no wonder when I walked outside today, I was almost blown over by the wind because, whoo, golly, it was pretty heavy today. And notice that all the wind is blowing to the north, so that means a front could be nearby. We'll take a look at that whenever we take a look at the frontal map, but I'm really thinking a front could be somewhere around here, actually. Somewhere over in here, there could be a front because the wind all is blowing roughly the same direction. It's a pretty interesting little thing. And so then we'll go again to the jump forward to present. And yeah, present 9 knot wind, which is 10 miles per hour. So now let's go to the frontal. And I was close. There's a front just to our west, which is why the wind is blowing north like that. Winds are all blowing that way towards Chicago. So I'm thinking that front's probably going to end up coming through, and it's going to end up tracking north towards Chicago. So my friends up in Chicago need to be aware that a warm front's about to pass through, which could increase temperatures. I think it will. But then, again, that's for the actual forecast part of my Forecast Friday. So let's zoom in onto the immediate metro real quick, and we'll go back. And this is the frontal map as of 7:40 yesterday. And we'll fast forward to the present. So see, there's a stationary front here, a huge stationary front, and actually overtook it, and it began pushing it stalled out again, moved a little bit, and now it's warm all again. So the warm air keeps moving back and coming back. So warm air keeps moving back, coming in, moving back, coming in. So this is a front where the warm air can't make up its mind whether it wants to go or stay. So I'm going to definitely be keep my eye on that one over the weekend. Pretty interesting little front, but yeah, I think it's going to stay warm for now. That warm front will stay a warm front now. And let's go to yesterday at 6:30 on the satellite and 6:25 in the radar. And that is not snow, that's ground clutter. It's being picked up as snow. That is a snow system right up there, just east of Bismarck, North Dakota, and then over most of Minnesota and central Iowa, pushing into Illinois. And as you can see, the system is pushing, and it stayed clear of us. We do have some clouds. Are going to have increasing cloudiness because those are the high clouds. And that actually, the high clouds will cool us off. Wait, let's cool us off? Or? No, actually, the high clouds, they warm us up. This one point has never got me. What clouds actually make us warmer and what clouds make us colder? Overnight, the high clouds do warm us up. So yeah, if we can get those high clouds in here, we will warm up, which is what they're calling for this weekend. And I would agree based on the high clouds coming over. We've got a pocket of high clouds over Denver and a pocket of high clouds over Nebraska, Kansas, pushing into Kansas City. And then local radar shows nothing, ground clutter. So forecast for this weekend. Like I stated, that warm front pushing through, this warm front pushing through is going to help warm us up. And also behind it, there are high clouds. So the high clouds coupled with the warm front is going to help us warm up this week. And right now, I'm trying to remember what it is. Right now it's 43 here in Bethalto. So I'm going to say we'll be in the upper 40s, if not we'll be in the upper 40s, if not low 50s for highs this weekend. Winds will, let me check winds should taper off. I mean, I don't see two pressure systems that are really close. So I think winds are going to stay relatively calm this weekend, which will be a nice thing. So winds will be calm. It's going to warm up a bit. Still have a jacket handy. And rain chances, I don't really foresee any rain unless there's some development in this little system right here. So we should be clear. So quick summary of my forecast. Temperatures will be in the upper 50s, if not low 50s for highs. It will be cloudy, but the high clouds will help keep us warm. And rain chances, unless there's development here, there won't be any rain this weekend. So definitely you won't worry about any freezing over the weekend. I'll say that much. So this is STO Weather Meteorologist Bobby Stillwell signing off. Have a pleasant weekend. Stay warm. And as always, take care.